Shadowbringers starting time officially. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. I'm excited. Good news. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the iron works around the suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Then, we'd better go and give them a hand. Sounds like tedious work, but not as tedious as waiting around, I suppose. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find the beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is the mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up. And before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertear waiting to ferry people to the site. So, let's be on our way. This is exciting! This is exciting! This is so exciting! Heading to the survey site, madam. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. I don't think I've been to this area yet. I think this is all new.
Look how many people there are. Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like and we'll make ourselves a pile.
I hear my Xenoblade Queen. Well, my Xenoblade 1 Queen.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
I love Tataru.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called the chief for some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Twice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine.
These
This
three.
receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Oh my god, look at us with our dancer fit. It feels so weird. I'm so used to seeing my, like, dragoon look.
Sorry, I meant to say, The scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Again.
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
What?
The dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
Is this all of our
We
friends?
did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Your time has not yet come.
What? What? What is that?
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
It looks so gorgeous. Hold on. I know you.
Well, to meet someone out here is not a peddler himself. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
What do you mean, this time of night? But it's bright as day.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest
rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then. Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Music. This is a really beautiful area. I don't understand what's going on though.
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Wait, is that the Crystal Tower? Hold on. What? Shadowbringers! Oh my god, wait, am I actually in the Crystal Towers? Wow. I can't even ride my animal. I can't even ride my father cat. Where am I going? Oh my god. The soundtrack. This is so pretty.
Halt!
Bunny! It's a bunny girl!
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
That voice acting?
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail? The source? What is this cryptic nonsense? Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Oh, come on. Oh, she's a dancer. Oh, she's a dancer. She is strong.
That one had eaten. It Must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
What?
Everything all right, Captain?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Mysterious boy? Mysterious person? Who are you? You sound cute.
Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
The voice acting is outstanding.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
He's the same height as us.
I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Can you take your hood off? I want to know who you are.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
Wait, you summoned
I had
us?
intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Okay, mysterious Crystal Enoch. Can you take your hood off? Are the other scions here? Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. To save the first from this menace, that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Who are you? I have so many answers, like so many questions. If I go quiet for a little period of time, I'm just trying to take it all in. Oh my god!
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death.
That's so pretty.
No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does
Oh
not
my
yearn
god!
for salvation?
I like it here already. I feel like I'm in a dream. And just guess I'll just be an old NPC myself. I did see you there, Ari. I did see you there. I was like, oh wait, Ari? I'm just an NPC. Now, a full and frank decision in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think a conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystalarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. That looks like a very different Aetheryte to the ones in Eorzea. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find your collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catless, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, a man in charge of trade and distribution. Seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warrior of Light slew the Shadowkeeper. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. We called this calamity the flood of light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet, just when it seemed that all would be lost, a saviour appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Your exchange with Morin has taught you about the flood of light. How did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of the world and its people? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough induction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. Crystal Tower's origin. You may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. Admittedly, Final Fantasy XIV names are hard to remember. Exactly! So you can't blame me. This guy talking bonkers? You've done as I requested, and I learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain, and I explained what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see the guard's nose to admit you. Oh, the music. Ooh! Who are you?
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
Who are you?
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must fusion to the people of this world.
Who are you?
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
Yes, I am.
To put it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for
So the scions are here?
Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
What? Thancred's at 5 years? 5 winters, sorry? 5 winters? Yashala and Oriange are 3 winters. Thancred's 5?
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
What?
My intention had been to summon only you, proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds...
He is naked, what the fuck?
They will not. They are stranded here, unable to return.
Then find a way to send them back. What have they been doing all this time?
Every waking hour,
That
searching
outfit
for
looks
ways to reverse
stunning.
in the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift between realms. Time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile.
Wait,
and
watched
began
me
searching
die?
desperately
What?
for
Wait,
means to
what?
restore the first, yes. But they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin-Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
For the moment. But I'll see you keep that promise. For want of a better choice.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you
are
rest in
you?
comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
The Crystalarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants. Come along. Voice cutscene? Oh, look at the sound, the theme.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Once minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Oh.
It would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld.
I want to know who this Crystal Exarch is.
Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
My dear Feo paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
He's a pixie!
This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
He's so cute.
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift. How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. From this moment forth, I will be your Isnafis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of as you see fit. Oh no. I'm so sorry.
You.
Who are you?
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Warrior of Darkness. It's the Warrior of Darkness. It's the Warrior of Darkness. What the heck?
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
I remember him. He caused me so much trouble. Especially with Alize.
That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert.
Ardbert!
In the source. You recall my tale. It was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their God's damned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrand. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood? 100 years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that? You were summoned to save the first. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Wait, what do you mean by it's had its fill of heroes?
How did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
Can you please tell me who you are?
Be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Ow!
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Okay, so Urianger is in El-Meg.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika.
Rak-Tika?
In the heart of the forest.
Okay.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short
Oh no! Oh no! Are you really gonna make me choose which twin to go find first?
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
That sounds like Alphino. That literally sounds like Alphino. That is right up Alphino's alley.
Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang. So, will it be Calicia or Armorang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Offering, she says, as if she isn't holding my sleep schedule hostage. Go to sleep! Sleep is more important.
you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of sin eaters.
That sounds like Thancred.
On the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Oh no. I will admit, I agree. Okay. In search of Alphino. So wait, it's not even gonna let me choose? Because what I was gonna say was, it like, Supreme makes a whole lot of sense there, especially with the ending of Stormblood. It would make sense to go and search for Alisaie first, right? And Alisaie is my cute daughter. However, Alphino is my little cute son who went off adventuring into the boundaries of the freaking Imperials and, you know, almost died. But I was with Alisaie this whole time, and like, me and Alisaie were like, we were tight in that ending. Like, we shared a sisterly bond. I don't know. Alisaie. I want to go search for Alisaie first, because like, I feel like Alisaie would be worrying about me right now with like everything that happened post, like, end Stormblood. So, Alisaie. Ready to depart for Aranag. Alisaie will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction, addressed to a man named Cassid, the master of a merchant caravan. There are a few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaru launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Yay! Wait, I can accept both? I kinda don't really want to go accepting both right now though. I'll come back once we've gotten Alisaie. And then we'll go find Alphino.